I'm Miss Dara from the Rogers Public Library, and today we are doing Mix It, Squish It. And so you can pick up your bag at the library, and so in your bag you're going to find the instructions and a box of sugar-free Jell-O and cornstarch. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix together, and you can either do this in a bowl, if I can get this open, or you can just mix this part together in the bag. I'm just going to mix this in the bag because it's really easy to do it that way. So I'm just going to open the bag and pour this in there. Okay, then let's just zip this. Make sure that you zip it all the way, and then just mix that up really good. All right, so there we go. That's mixed up really good. So we're just going to pour it from there into a bowl. And if you want to do it all in your bag, you can do it all in the bag, but we're going to do it in the bowl. If you have little kids, it might be smart just to do it all in the bag because it's a little bit less messy. But what you're going to do is you're going to get some warm water. And I just have warm water in my cup. And I have a 1/4 cup measure. So I'm just going to pour in a 1/4 cup of warm water into my mixture. And it looks really cool because it was white and now it's pink. So you're just going to mix that in. And it just kind of clumps together, and then you can't do anything else with it. So we're going to do that again. So we're going to just start mixing it in. And it's kind of like oobleck. So as you know, when you're doing oobleck, when you're mixing it, it's like really stiff and kind of hard to get to mix. So I'm just kind of stabbing it, I guess, to mix it together. So once you have it where there's not any more liquid left, all the liquid has soaked in, you're going to mix in another 1/8 cup. So on my measurement, it is half of the 1/4 here. So I'm going to mix in an 1/8. And you don't even have to mix in quite all of it. Just mix in most of it and then start mixing it up here. And this Jell-O is kind of weird because it has dark spots in it, but it's actually just part of the Jell-O. So if you find a spot where there's still dried mixture in here, you can just add just some more in there. You just don't want to make it too liquidy because you do want it to be slime. Okay, so just to warn you, if you get this on your hands, it might stain your hands. I washed my hands after I did it, and I used dish soap on my hands to wash them, and most of it came off. I'm still a little bit pink in spots though, so it does stain your hands a little bit, and if you get it on your clothes, it might stain your clothes or the table or whatever else you do it. So I'm going to pour mine out here onto a paper plate. And you can play with it. It's kind of oobleck-like in certain ways, and then in other ways it's not. Because the Jell-O kind of changed the texture a little bit. So it's very stretchy. But then it breaks too. So I'm going to touch it just to show you what it does. So you can mold it into shapes, but it also will droop like oobleck. And it's stretchy and fun to play with. There are some boxes that have green, and the green might not get your hands as messed up as the red does, but it's still fun to play with. So you can mold it all together and then let it just ooze or stretch it. As long as you do it slowly, this one, because of the Jell-O in it, it doesn't break quite as easy. But you do have to do it slowly. All right, so that is our slime for today. So Jell-O slime. There you go. Thanks, guys.